Pencil's motherfucking down.
What?
That's it.
Are we here? We got Bush.
We got Bush.
We got Bush.
It's a ramble time. Here we are. No mandolin today because, I'm getting closer to learning this next song.
2 weeks without a mandolin.
Well, I've been playing it.
This now sounds like a conspiracy to stop Ray Tolius from ever coming back.
It might be.
Is that what you're trying to do?
Well, he's under investigation.
I know.
So how can I do it when he's under
until proven
investigation?
guilty. Innocent until proven guilty.
Okay, but then let's say I were to play it and he guesses it. You're going to be more upset. You already told the Ramblers to fuck off several times.
We've suspended Hit That Tune Annie indefinitely
until the
investigations are over.
Meaning until I can learn to play this next song.
Okay, whatever you say.
But I can't give it away.
No, you can't.
Because then it ruins it.
Yeah.
But if I said the song,
we haven't sent out all the stuff yet. We owe people either.
We haven't sent anything out.
Fuck, dude, we have to do that.
We're not good at that. Fuck. We're very bad at that.
Can you send me the addresses of the people that we owe stuff to?
If I can find them, yes.
Okay, everybody who's won stuff.
I know the fifth time we've asked you.
Send them to me at epence17.
There it is.
At AOL.com.
All right. Boom. There we go.
I will get it shipped out to the rightful winners of Hit That Tune Annie.
There we go.
Because Ray already got his pillow. That he's.
I know we got Manny Avalar, Grady Smithy, Ron Huddleston.
Strebeck got his T-shirt.
Strebeck got his shirt.
And then, the only ones that came from the website were the pillow to Ray
and the shirt to Strebeck.
Everyone
else,
got. Yes, those are gone. But everybody else gets stickers and CDs and all the other.
Do they? I'm the evil commish.
Wow.
Do they?
Wow. So you've suspended all winnings until the investigations are over. Is that what you're saying now?
No, that's fine. We can give them their fucking winnings.
So send me your addresses, and I will send out winnings.
All right.
Whatever they are.
See? We'll do this. It's going to happen. We're going to get you all your shit.
What if it's just an envelope and when they open up, it's just a handwritten note that says you're under investigation?
Or if it's just a handwritten note that says, please send us your address. We really need your address.
We really need your address. Please I won't ask again.
Yeah. This is your last
warning. This is your last warning. Just send us your address.
We're just being dicks. Just ultimatums. Fuck you.
Grape rules. P.S. Grape rules.
P.S. Grape fucking rules. Cody and his little crew can fuck right off.
Oh, they can get fucked hard.
Citrus shit. And I like citrus flavored stuff.
I don't hate any of the other.
I love
cherry's
all of them.
Good. Orange is fine.
I'm trying to think. Watermelon's the only one. I prefer an actual watermelon to anything watermelon flavored.
Yes, I agree with that. Does
that make sense?
I don't mind watermelon gum so much.
That's probably the most tall. Cody, thoughts? Go.
Watermelon Jolly Rancher better than a grape Jolly Rancher.
Okay, this is.
Can you cut his mic? Yes. Could you?
I'm just gonna end this.
Fuck.
What the fuck? God. First off, the best Jolly Rancher is grape.
We extend an olive branch of peace.
Right?
And he shoots back. Watermelon's better than grape.
It's just all I hear is a teacher from Charlie Brown.
Wow.
That's all I hear. I don't care. Grape Jolly Rancher is the best Jolly Rancher. Then number 2 is a green apple.
No, one is green apple. Number 1 is green apple.
I go grape, green apple, and then the blue one, then the cherry. I mean,
it's grape, and then it's just a grab bag for any of the other ones.
Really?
Yeah.
If
I see a pile of Jolly Ranchers, I'm picking out all the grape ones.
You know my favorite thing to do?
And then I'm just grabbing whatever.
You know what my favorite Jolly Rancher move is?
What?
The grape green apple combo.
Oh, okay.
That is all kinds of deliciousness.
You know what they haven't done, which I think is a crime against humanity?
What's that?
There's no grape gummy bears.
What the fuck?
Right?
What? You know who does have them?
Who?
That Altanese or whatever, those gummy bear people.
There's grape ones in there?
Oh, yeah.
Because usually the bag of gummy bears, you got the red one,
yep.
You got the green one,
yep.
You got that clear one, which is fucking weird.
It's an earwax.
That's earwax flavor. It's whatever.
Clear, is that pie? I think it's supposed to be pineapple.
Or semen.
See, it's jizz. It's
jizz.
the jizz. It's jizz bear.
It's coagulated jizz.
Yeah. What is that? Has anyone ever? Can I Google this? What is the clear gummy bear?
It's not pineapple, is it?
I don't know what else it could be. Cody, thoughts?
Jizz.
You want to take a stab?
Go. Cody, go.
I don't know. Because I always thought it was some kind of like fruit punch mix type thing, right? Like a mix of things.
Maybe.
The clear gummy bear.
Yeah. It's pineapple.
Okay.
There it is. 5 flavors. Raspberry,
that's why it's
orange,
always at the bottom
strawberry,
of the bag.
pineapple, and lemon.
Never a grape gummy bear.
No.
That's a tragedy.
That's stupid. Dude, those pineapple ones are fucking garbage. Those pineapple.
Why would you have
gummy bears.
pineapple, not a grape?
That's because you're idiots.
Wow.
You're idiots.
It's a
that's
global
why.
conspiracy.
Jesus Christ. It is a massive one.
It's a massive global conspiracy.
God, we got to get on this. We're going to be the ones that crack this wide open.
Yeah,
We're still salty from the Ramble Radio.
Yeah. It still stings.
And boy, is there some Star Wars stuff on Fridays.
We've converted Cody to be a Star Wars fan.
Cody's like a bigger Star Wars mark than we are.
So
now.
tune into Ramble Radio on Friday.
Don't you want the black figure of that?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I am all in on that.
You'll know Friday what we're talking about. But if there was a black figure of, are you kidding?
Oh, come on.
How
you
much,
couldn't keep it on the shelf.
How much do you pay for that at Frank and Son?
Whatever they want.
What if they say Colton?
Take him.
His foot. We have
Whatever.
to cut off his foot
Fine.
right here.
Whatever.
You do
If
it.
I get that figure of that guy,
You do it.
yeah, fuck yeah.
In a second,
In a
right?
second. I don't even think about it.
Nah, you don't even, how could you?
No.
You'd be a bad person.
I'd
if
be
you-
a bad person. You're right. A bad person. A good father, but a bad person.
Yes, a good
If I said-
father,
if,
bad
if
person.
I said no,
I still
I'd be a
think
good
you're
father.
I still think you're a better father because now he has something to inherit.
True. Because everybody
gonna-
has a foot, but not
everyone
everybody
is
has
gonna have that.
that.
But you're right. We all have feet.
We all have feet. And I get two of them.
We get two.
You could lose one.
You could get a wooden one. He could be a
Whatever.
badass,
Yeah, exactly.
like a pirate or some shit.
Get a hook on your foot.
Right? How cool
Right?
will that be?
Have a
Fucking Colton with him,
hook foot.
because his dad had to sacrifice it to get a Star Wars figure.
Oh, what happened? Does he have
Jesus,
diabetes?
what does Tracy do when you get back home from Frank and Son?
Why? What's wrong? Why does he have a hook on where his foot used to be?
Why is he passed out and like looked like he's been crying a lot?
And he has
Why-
a hook. Where's
Why are his pants covered in blood? What the fuck happened?
Do I just let her know there's a hook on his foot where his foot is, or do I try to put a sock on the hook and a shoe and I just try to play it off like, no, he's fine.
I think you and I put the fear of God in him to not rat it out and just tell him he can never be barefoot.
Unless you
around
want
Mom.
two hook feet,
Yeah.
you keep your mouth shut about the one hook
and
foot.
you're never barefoot around Mom.
Shoes all the time.
Right. She doesn't find out till she's 96. Then he's like,
Yeah,
Mom,
who gives a shit?
Yeah,
right?
who gives
I'm
a
checked
shit?
out by then anyway. If she makes it to 96, I'm long since dead.
And so you don't care.
And he's inherited that figure, and now he has a fortune.
Now he's a billionaire.
So who wins?
At that point, he's
Who
got
wins?
some cybernetic foot.
Right. Who wins?
Yeah,
Colton.
Colton wins.
So,
great father.
In the long run, if you play the long game, Colton comes out on top.
Mission accomplished. You're a great father.
True. Now you've
That's
talked
all.
me into it.
See, go cut that motherfucker's foot off, and let's get that. Let's get that toy. So that's going to be tomorrow's ramble. By the way,
What?
My goodness.
What?
My goodness.
What?
You ready for this?
Yeah.
107 5-star
Are you
ratings.
fucking shitting
We
me?
jumped up one more.
Yes.
Another positive text.
We're gonna
review
get there, guys.
by Ben AW87.
Ben AW87.
Just download it. He said.
Just download
This is
it.
a show with a bunch of funny friends sharing their funny stories and opinions. You have to love Jerry and Cody, and I'm a full-blown idiot.
Ah, thanks, Ben.
Look at that.
That's
Look at
awesome.
that.
Look at that. Love
Ben
you.
AW87.
Love you, Ben
full-blown idiot,
AW87.
migrated over to the Ramble.
Thank you, bud. Thanks
Come
for
on.
following us over here.
Right, Ben? Jesus, that's great.
He's my new favorite Rambler.
He probably should. Well, you alienated all the others.
I did tell the other ones to fuck off.
You did. You said fuck the Ramblers several times.
Twice.
Several times. Honey, what is going on here?
We
What is
are
happening?
working.
We're working.
Oh my
Wow.
god!
Wow.
Well,
All
she's
right.
taking
She
her
took the
pussy. And
cat.
she's taking her pussy.
She
and
took
leaving.
that poonanny away from us.
Oh my god!
Man.
She's carrying a cat for everybody listening. Not
Yes.
I wasn't being gross.
No. We're gentlemen.
No.
We don't talk about that
Not-
stuff
not
here.
on the Ramble.
Even though we've already dropped Jizz flavored gummy bears. Is that the title right now?
Jizz
Is that the
flavored gummy
working
bears?
title
yes,
so
I think
far?
so.
Cody, do you have any objections?
The,
to
gle-
Jizz?
the clear gummy bear is jizz flavored.
Yeah, the clear gummy bear is Jizz flavored. Cody, any objections, or is that a good title so far?
No, it's nice and wholesome. Thank you.
There it is. See?
So you can promote this with all your other podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Tag me and all my family and my school teachers and all that stuff.
Yeah, school teeth.
Your church.
Your church group.
My church group.
Oh, man. Big ups to whatever Rambler is like 17 and plays this on a church retreat.
Dude.
Big
On the
ups.
loudspeaker on the bus.
On the loudspeaker on the bus. Just finds a way to sabotage it. Oh, man. What a hero that
Do you think they
person.
rush to try to turn it off, or do you sit there? Do you think they sit there and
I think
listen?
we have 40 new subscribers.
I think so too. I think we're
Converts.
I think we go from 107 to 147
147 like
overnight.
that.
Overnight.
10 minutes of
10 minutes
seconds.
in.
We're starting the song.
Good.
We're
do
going
it.
to start? Are we
Play
playing?
that song. Play it, dude.
Play that funky music. Here we go. Hold on. Oh. All right. You know the words.
Sing it.
Sing along. Okay? At home. You keep a knocking, but you can't come in. You keep a knocking, but you can't come in. You keep a knocking, but you can't come in. Come back tomorrow night and try it again. Why? You said you love me and you can't come in. You said you love me but you can't come in. You said you love me and you can't come in. Come back tomorrow night and try it again. Wow!
Oh,
There we go.
dude.
God, the greatest, man.
Beautiful, man.
That is fucking
Beautiful.
the biggest loss ever in music. I'm going to say
The
it.
true king of rock and roll.
The true. You know what everybody says when a musician dies? Oh, imagine the jam session. Now it starts.
Yeah.
Now you get a jam session in
Yeah.
the afterlife.
Yeah, now. Now
Because
it
Little
comes in.
Richard finally joined the fucking party up
and,
there.
And again, once again, sorry to the Marla Gibbs fans
Yes.
that tuned in to this Ramble radio.
Cody.
This Ramble.
What, you mean? I mean, this is just rubbing salt in Cody's wound.
I know. Cody, you didn't dress up again, did you?
I mean,
We
guys
warned you
said-
last week.
You warned me, but I thought there was a small chance I might be wrong.
He's a gambler.
He's
So I
wearing the
did- so I
Marla
did
Gibbs
dress up
outfit.
again.
Fuck.
Yeah.
He's a gambler.
I
man.
know. Well,
he's a
fuck,
gambler.
sorry. So anyone tuning in for the Marla Gibbs retrospective? It's
Look, the good thing
another
is
week.
nobody else died. Nothing else went wrong.
Yeah,
so
no one
next
else
week we're
died.
good.
That we're going to memorialize.
Fred
next
Willard passed
next
away.
Ramble. By the way, we're going to go ahead and get this out of the way. The next hat for Ramble 234.
Yeah.
What does Fred Willard go into the Character Hall of Fame?
Again, sorry, Marla Gibbs
Sorry,
fans. But we keep having these untimely deaths of people.
Open close encore for Ramble 34, kind of associated with Fred Willard.
Yeah.
Spinal Tap.
Oh, fuck yes.
What is Spinal Tap open close and
Yes.
encore with? And then Ramble 234, top 10 Fred Willard moments.
Oh, beautiful.
Come on, right?
Beautiful. So once again, sorry, Marla Gibbs fans, but we owe it to Fred Willard
We do.
to dedicate to
And,
Fred Willard.
and we owe it to Little Richard for this
absolutely,
episode.
absolutely.
I mean, come on.
so Cody, next week,
Cody,
do not dress
you
up as
can't do
Marla
it.
Gibbs.
I mean,
All
you
right,
can,
all right.
but it's going to be a mistake. It'll
I mean,
be
you can do it
folly.
if that's what you do. Do it, but don't do
that's
it
your
for
thing.
this.
Yeah, just know that the Marla Gibbs Red. Is it a gala at this point?
It might be a gala.
The Marla Gibbs
When
gala.
it happens, it may be a gala.
Can I say something about Little Richard
Yes,
before
please.
we keep on and say a lot about Little Richard?
Yes.
Is he the only uncoverable artist?
Dude, you listen to his music and like how his voice was so explosive.
You can't. You would sound like shit trying to play.
Yeah,
it.
you can't.
I mean, the Beatles kind of got away with it with Long Tall Sally, but that was.
But not
It's just you can't.
like
He's
like you listen to him. You're like, how did he do a concert singing that way?
Singing that way.
without blowing his voice apart.
I will say he is the best. Keep a Knocking. That is metal. That's punk rock.
Yeah.
Nobody screams like that.
No.
When he does it, you said you love me and you can't. I'm like, that is like Jesus Christ.
Oh.
That dude. Holy shit, man.
He fucking brought
the
it.
Rage
He brought it every time.
That he made it this long, being whacked out on coke for every one of those is even more impressive. I mean, underrated. That great cameo in Down and Out in Beverly Hills, fucking hilarious,
Yeah.
dude. The fact that like Prince even took his look. There's that look of Little Richard with like the massive hair that Prince 100%.
Well, if
took,
there's
like,
no Little Richard, there's no Prince.
there's no anybody.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck.
I mean, there's Prince, but it's not Prince that we know.
Do you think, okay, who's more important to modern rock and roll, Robert Johnson or Little Richard? I think it's down to those two. I really think it's one of those two is A and B.
Yeah.
Cody,
Or
thoughts?
1A, 1B, yeah.
I think if you look at music from a lens of like all genres, I think Little Richard
And
is probably.
Look,
Oh.
seriously, if you take in those two, don't discount Honky Tonk Man.
The Honky Tonk Man. He's honky tonk man. Who you mean? Whoever sang that song? Whoever sang the honky tonk man?
Honky Tonk Man sang that song.
Okay, because I think the greatest blues musician ever is the guy who sang the Big Show's theme song. That guy is truly a blues.
I don't know. Because then when you had Honky Tonk team up with Greg the Hammer
When
Valentine,
he tried to look like Roy Orbison.
and they became rhythm and blues.
Wasn't he trying to look like Roy Orbison or something stupid?
I mean, I don't know if you have...
What was Vince McMahon thinking? I want Elvis and Roy Orbison
Together.
I want a tag team.
I'm going to take Greg Valentine and turn him into Roy Orbison.
I want an Elvis and Roy Orbison tag team.
So who do you rank? Do you rank, is it Little Richard, then Honky Tonk Man, then Greg the Hammer Valentine?
Can we be fair?
Yes.
Greg the Hammer Valentine, Little Richard, Honky Tonk
Well,
Man.
look, okay, Little Richard spent his whole life in rock and roll.
Yes.
Honky Tonk Man spent a great deal of his life in rock and roll.
Yes.
Greg Valentine came way late in the game.
But shown the brightest.
He burned the fastest, but the
burned the fastest, but the brightest. When he was like Roy Orbison.
I mean, he was so good at playing the guitar, he would hold it and it would just play
It was
itself.
play. Next, I want a tag team of Jerry Lee Lewis and that 14-year-old cousin he fucked. I want those out there. I want
out there, do
That's
it.
the next team.
Good shit.
What if he made Demolition dress like Jerry Lee Lewis and his 14-year-old cousin?
Fucking have Barry Darso out there in a fucking wig. In a poodle skirt.
Jerry Lee Lewis just tagged into his 14-year-old cousin.
Who he fucked. That's the name. Jerry Lewis and his 14-year-old cousin he fucked.
14-year-old cousin he fucked. Business is about to pick up around here.
Here comes Jerry Lewis and his 14-year-old cousin that he fucked.
Drawing number 5 in the Rumble. Jerry Lewis's 14-year-old cousin.
Business is about to pick
Jerry
up.
Lee Lewis's 14-year-old cousin.
And you see a single tear running down Barry Dorso's cheek as he's forced to do this.
Oh, fuck. Gee,
Oh,
I
fuck.
mean,
Oh,
goddamn.
oh.
That would be the Vince would punish someone like that, I bet.
He did it to Perry
Perry
Saturn.
Saturn, Life's a Drag. That was brutal.
Oh.
Did you ever know that, Cody? Remember when Perry Saturn would dress up like a woman and say Life's a Drag? Do you remember this at all?
When was that?
That was around the time you were watching. That was near
was
the
like
end of the Attitude Era, I think.
Early 2000s when like
Yeah.
a lot of those guys
But-
were defecting from is before WCW went under,
But a lot of them were jumping shit.
but they were all jumping shit.
Okay, so so I only remember Perry Saturn in WCW. So this was when he jumped ship.
yes,
He came over with Benoit and Eddie Guerrero. And Perry
okay.
They were
Yeah.
the Radicals.
the Radicals and Saturn
and Dean Malenko.
Dean Malenko. And Saturn apparently botched a move and hurt a dude for real.
Yeah.
Remember that? He
Yeah.
threw him out of the ring or something like that, and the guy fucked up his neck.
Yeah.
So as punishment, Vince created this drag queen gimmick for him. And he would have to walk out and go, Life's a... But he actually kind of got a little more over with
Yeah,
that.
it put him over.
It put him over. It was weird, but yeah.
Because Guerrero went on to have great success,
Yeah.
and so did Malenko, or
But Jericho.
Benoit.
Well, yeah.
And then Guerrero or Dean Malenko sort of just moved into a background role, like
Yep.
a backstage role.
And Saturn eventually did
yeah.
after a while, but yeah.
And then what happened with Benoit?
You keep on knocking.
You keep on knocking, but you said you love me and you can't come in. Oh, God. I still can't. The door's so dressed like shit. Like Winona Ryder in Great Balls of Fire. He just comes running out.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit. So, again, we're sorry to the Marla Gibbs people.
Much apologies.
But-
But Fred Willard, we didn't
Fred
know.
Willard,
Yeah.
and we just lost Little Richard.
Yeah, it's
rough.
it's weekly now that we're losing somebody.
I know. I
So
mean,
the Marla Gibbs Gala,
tentatively 235?
2:30 tentatively. It's penciled in.
It's penciled in.
The Marla Gibbs Gala.
I still want to see. So, Little Richard, let's just pretend the Honky Tonk Man and Greg the Hammer Valentine didn't exist. If
They never picked up a guitar.
Where do you rank? Is where he number one? Then
He's number one.
He's number one.
You can't argue it.
No, he might still be, and they're just 1 and 2 and 3.
Yes. Well, yes. You can't deny their
There's
existence.
no way Honky Tonk Man and Valentine fall below 4.
Who do you put above?
Who do you
put it to?
Exactly. There's no way. I mean, he perfected Elvis, the Honky Tonk Man. He took Elvis's
And for
gimmick.
Valentine to come that late in the game and be Roy Orbison.
I mean, I will say this about Honky Tonk Man. I think his finisher is the best name for a finisher ever. The shake, rattle, and roll.
Yeah.
That's a great name for a finisher.
It's beautiful.
The shake, rattle, and
Yeah.
roll. That is fucking great.
The spinning neck breaker?
Spinning neck breaker. And he would do the little shimmy. Boom.
Do
Come
that in a
on.
bar fight?
How do you lose?
You don't lose. Do that in a UFC match? You don't fucking lose.
Why does nobody?
I don't know why the shake, rattle, roll is not done in a UFC fight.
Rousey's still in it if she learned that move.
Rousey never loses.
She is still undefeated.
If she
She's still
spent
the
that
most
entire
dominant.
yes.
She moves on from being the great. She might be now the greatest dominant athlete ever if she learned.
The shake, rattle, and roll.
Nobody beats her.
Nobody.
Nobody would have beaten Ronda Rousey. Same thing with Anderson Silva. He never loses. He does it if he just learned the shake, rattle, and roll.
I don't. It's you can't argue it.
No. God.
That's how I get out all my fights.
Hey, you just tell them. You do the little thing, and they're like,
I
hey,
shake
all
my
right, buddy.
hips, and
All
then
right,
they're
buddy.
fucking. They start
They
backing
run.
away.
They don't know what the fuck.
They don't want to shake, rattle, and roll.
Oh God.
They don't want to move that's going to hurt me as much as it hurts them.
Fucking dude. Little Richard. Fuck, man.
It's sad, man.
The greatest.
The greatest.
King of rock and roll.
I don't see it. Yes.
I don't see how you give it to anyone else.
Yes.
I don't see how. I don't see how you.
He really bridged that gap from like what was like all like purely like black music. He mainstreamed it to the white audience.
And him and Jerry Lee Lewis were like, I really think the first punks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just like both of them just doing crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like the Who trashing the stage. They were as
much
what they were doing. They were just watching video of Lewis and Richard.
They were as much for their stage performance as they were for the actual music they sang.
Fucking unreal.
Yeah. So
Dude, Little Richard, man.
that's sad.
That's
man.
a bummer.
But he had, we had him for a long time.
Had him for a long time. I did not think with all the clearly that dude whacked out on cocaine.
Well, he had a fucking heart. I mean, first of all, being a gay black man in the 50s.
And not giving a shit.
And what? He couldn't come out. He wasn't
couldn't come out, but he also didn't try to act like a macho.
No,
you know what I mean?
no.
Like he didn't mind being effeminate.
No.
He didn't give a fuck. That is, you see him with.
And
like,
then he was Johnny B. Good in WCW.
that's right. Even in the '80s, he was like not out, but shut up.
Johnny
he would
B.
do
Bad.
all that. Remember
Johnny
that?
B. Bad.
Remember he would do that. Little Richard in interviews in the '80s, like,
Yeah.
oh, shut up. Like he was like, I am gay. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. I'm not going to say it, but you can all connect the dots.
But I mean, just imagine being like that guy he had to go through in the 50s, where he was a gay black
dude.
man trying to break through into predominantly white.
Everything was lined up against him.
Yeah.
That guy was, I mean,
And he was
Jesus
so
Christ.
big and so loud, you
It's
couldn't
just-
deny him.
Look, Cody, there's only one way to equate this. It was Tony Dorsett's 99.5-yard touchdown
Jesus
run.
Christ.
There was
Oh,
an
wow.
extra man on the field against him, and he still did it. I don't know what else you could say. If that's how I'm going to eulogize Little Richard, I think I found the best way.
I think it was when
Dorsett
Tony Dorsett broke that long run, and then Darryl Green ran him down from behind
and caught him.
and caught him, because everything was against Darryl Green at that
Didn't
point.
catch him that night
He wasn't
because he wasn't a Viking. But still, extra man on the field, Tony Dorsett.
Oh, come on.
Touchdown,
Nothing.
Tony Dorsett.
Amazing.
Amazing. Did you like how I worked that into a Little Richard tribute, Cody?
No, it was absolutely maybe the best tribute.
Thank you.
I mean, possible.
I mean, you said it best. Everything that he was up against.
Yes.
Same thing. It was the same thing. It was just that he was like the '92 Cowboys. Nobody believed in him.
What
Nobody
are you talking about?
He was like the Cowboys when they signed Dion. Nobody believed him.
Nobody.
Nobody thought
this is
they
such
had
a
a
long
chance.
shot. This is such a long shot.
Oh shit. Let's sing. This I'm wanting to get into this
Okay.
Little Richard tribute.
Do it.
What hat would they wear? Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous. He asked you to play harmonica for him for a while,
He
didn't
did, and I didn't.
Yeah.
'cause
You can't upstage a legend.
right? And
Is that what you felt bad?
I
right?
have so much respect for Little Richard. I don't want to go on and feel like, oh, that song's only really great because of
right.
you know.
Right.
So
But boy, he did not take no for a while, right? He kept
I got a couple
just please, Eddie.
I got a
right?
couple restraining orders put against him
Wow.
just because he
Wow.
wouldn't stop. And I'm like,
He-
dude,
I
you
kept
don't
it.
understand. I'm doing this for your own good.
Right. Right.
I
Oh,
don't need the rub.
Grady W. Smithy says, Listle Richard. He should wear the hat for Tutti Frutti because that's the song that put him on the map, and I believe it was a song that got covered the most by other singers.
A tutti frutti.
I give it
Rudy.
the burn
Tutti
for
Frutti.
Top Secret.
Oh, Rudy. Yeah.
Huh? Damien Bottriell. Hey, Jerry, Eddie, and Cody. Damien from Australia here to announce. Uh-oh.
What?
Oh, no.
What happened?
Cody,
What?
Yes.
you and I can sit this one out. Damien from Australia here to announce I am not submitting a list for the second week in a row. This silent protest is in response to the constant rants from Eddie to, quote, fuck the Ramblers.
Oh.
The silent protest will continue until there is a formal apology from Eddie or until there's a topic that I know enough about that I can be bothered submitting a list, whichever comes first. We are starting to ease up on some restrictions down here, so fingers crossed things get back to some kind of normal the next couple of months. Stay safe out there, Ramblers. Cheers, Damien Bottriell. Thank you, Damien. Buddy, I'm with you. Joe Capone says, a wop bomb a loomop, a lot bam boom. Little
tutti
Richard
frutti.
can't go into the
Oh,
hall
Rudy.
with anything
A tutti frutti.
but his signature song atop his well-manicured hairdo, Tutti Frutti. That's a great one, too, man. I love that song. Like, look, I'll listen to Back That Ass Up any day of the week.
Yeah.
But I love a song that is just subtly about a woman who just has to go fuck.
Yeah.
And there's that, I mean, sure likes to ball
Yes.
when you're rocking and a rolling, can't hear your mama call.
No.
Like, she
just the
out
whole world tunes out
and she's getting dick.
because she needs dick so
That
bad.
is amazing. Pat Carruthers, Ramblers, woo! Hat, Tutti Frutti. Sometimes the obvious choice is the right choice. He's not wrong,
No,
is
he's
he?
not.
Joseph Santos, Open King of Rock and Roll. Oh, let me see. Oh, he doesn't have a hat. He has his. All right. We'll go back to that. Graham and Faye in Canada.
Graham Faye.
Faye and I just greetings to the Great White North, fellow Ramblers. Hat, Little Richard, Graham. Faye and I just finished watching Predator. So after much discussion and reflection, we agree that it has to be Long Tall Sally. And Little Richard walks in with Max Bill Duke's cap on while incoherently mumbling, "Gonna have me some fun. Gonna have some fun." I like that. That ain't bad. Keep a Knockin's another great one. Gary Priest. Hey, Jerry and Cody, loving the show as always. Here on my list, Little Richard, got to be Tutti Frutti. If Little Richard was the architect of rock and roll, this was the cornerstone. It is such a perfect rock song, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's up there with Shake, Rattle, and Roll.
Was the finishing move.
Yeah, that's the finishing move. It's the finishing move of songs.
Yes. Colin Maggs, hey guys, apologizes for being missing in action last week and nothing to add to this week's topics, but I'm listening to you guys, and your laughter is infectious. When you're speechless with laughter, you can't help but join in, and already that day's better again, so thank you all.
Oh,
wow,
thanks,
man.
man.
Thanks, Colin. Now, my reason for writing is after you mentioned how changing the song in Predator from Little Richard 2 could really change the mood, and with our previous ramble with using Tough Enough as a replacement to skew the mood of a scene made me think that it could be a topic for the future. You could choose a scene or scenes that features music, and we choose new songs to use instead. Then I really went down the rabbit hole and thought, what about we pick any movie and we make it a musical, and we have to pick moments, add to the musical number. Example, when Dutch sees a predator's face from under the mask and calls it an ugly motherfucker, it could launch into I am beautiful no matter. Or after the Matrix does his embarrassing Girl George line and Commando Boy George hits the stage for a bit of Karma Chameleon. That would be Karma because his daughter gets kidnapped right after he says it.
Right.
I mean, and who wouldn't want to see a horde of rampaging Scots cutting some moves as William Wallace ends his iconic freedom speech by going into freedom by George Michael. Take care, everyone. Colin Maggs, tremendous.
You know what? It's unfortunate because I feel like our next episode sort of maybe answers that question across the board for me.
That's so true. Colin, what an inadvertent tease for
Yeah.
Ramble Radio,
Yeah.
Friday's Ramble Radio.
Who knew when we pre-recorded Ramble Radio
That it would turn into this.
that, yes.
I think that's going to be our new thing. I don't want to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it.
don't spoil it.
Oh,
Please don't.
man.
But
Let
you
me
can
just-
imagine those theme songs, man.
Let me tell you this, right? Let me tell you this. Andrea was steaming.
Oh, yeah.
She was hot. She was pissed.
Hot
We
and
went there.
trot.
Dustin Jacobs, hat, Tootie, Fruity. Oh, Rudy. Tootie, Fruity. Oh, Rudy. God, how do you not? How do you not? Right?
It's hard not to, man.
And there we go. That was our entries.
Who do you have? You have Tutti Frutti.
Tutti
right?
Frutti.
Yeah, so do I.
Cody, who's yours?
Tutti Frutti.
How could it not be,
I know.
right?
I mean, I like Keep on Knocking Me, You Can't Come In. I think that might be my I like that song more, but I don't know how you put. If he's going to the Hall of Fame for a song, it's got to be Tutti Frutti.
Yeah. Yeah. That's just, as a little kid, that,
Yeah.
to me, personally, that and Yellow Submarine were my, introduction to rock.
Yeah.
Right? Were those two, because it's just this nonsensical shit.
Yeah.
But you
it's
love
just fun music.
Fun music.
It's loud. It's fast.
Wah,
It's fun.
mama, loo, mama, la, bam, but it's just,
You don't think about it. It just makes you feel good when you
right.
hear it.
God damn. So, got a girl named Sue. She knows just what
She
to
knows
do.
just what to do.
I mean, Jesus, that guy was
Just like
singing about,
Honky Tonk Man says, I got Peggy Sue beside me, and the Colonel in the back.
well, Honky Tonk Man is a different breed. Why does he still do the gimmick now, though? I don't understand that.
Because I think he had that wig permanently affixed to his head.
grafted to his head.
Because he thought he was going to live forever.
He's a honky tonk man.
The Honky Tonk Man.
Oh, God. Okay, real quick. Let's just do this. Cody, I need your input on this, too.
Okay.
Yep.
We would say Little Richard clearly already was first ballot Hall of Famer.
Absolutely.
Maybe inarguably for Eddie and I, and probably Cody too, the king of rock and roll.
Yes, I would say.
Cody would say maybe, I think Cody even agreed, the most important contributor to modern music out of anybody.
I think you can make that argument too.
How much better is his career if he's managed by Jimmy the Mouth of the South Heart?
Fuck, dude.
I mean, I'm just
you don't know who Elvis Presley is.
right? Jimmy Hart squashes
No,
that
it's done. He takes the megaphone right over the back of the head.
before his first concert.
He never plays a song. Jimmy Hart gets wind of this guy from fucking Tennessee. He goes down there with a megaphone, whacks him on the head.
Agreed.
Never goes on stage.
Right? If Jimmy Hart managed Little Richard,
He takes out all the competition.
how there's no limit.
No limit.
There's no limit.
He's the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time.
Oh my God!
He's the king of rock and roll and the greatest Intercontinental
Intercontinental
Champion of all time.
Do we even know who the Ultimate Warrior is?
No.
Nope.
No.
Oh, by the way, speaking of wrestling, have you seen the latest Dark Side of the Ring, Cody, about the Road Warriors?
No, not yet.
It was so refreshing to see a tragic story where no wife got murdered or beaten. I'm just gonna say it was just so refreshing to just.
Did they go into Hawk's alcoholism?
It's
I
all
didn't see
about.
it.
It's
Is that what it's all
his
about?
Drugs, his drug abuse, and
Ah.
yeah. But it's just he wasn't a bad dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there was nothing.
He just had
demons.
just an addict.
An addict, and Animal is still broken up. Like it's great, man. But Animal's like, look, it got too much. Like,
Do you remember when they did the gimmick when he came back and Hawk was the WWE gimmick when they came back as
Draws?
Road Warriors 2000?
Yes.
And
yes.
Hawk came back as an alcoholic.
Oh, and then Draws. They did that whole thing where they played his alcohol. They show all that footage when they play into the alcoholism.
He comes
angle.
out drunk.
Because do you know why?
Why?
Because in an actual match, I don't know if it was Mania or a SummerSlam, he was so fucked up on drugs they couldn't do their finisher.
Oh Jesus!
And Vince was like, "Are you?" They were like, "Yeah." So Animal had to improv with the other wrestler and win the tag team, and you see Hawk. It's awful, dude. He's just standing in the ring, like not even knowing what's going on. And this is a major pay-per-view.
Wow.
At WWE. I don't know if it was a Ramble or a Rumble
Right.
WrestleMania. I think it was either WrestleMania or SummerSlam. It was the one where they came in riding on the motorcycles each. It was outdoors.
He was driving drunk too. He wrestled drunk and drove drunk.
And he was fucking. I mean, you see it, and you see Animal. And it's funny.
Is that when they beat the Nasty Boys for the tag
It
titles?
might have been when they beat because it got a huge. Even though they didn't do their finisher,
Yeah.
it still got a massive pop because they were so over.
Right.
And you see Animal, and I remember like when you see footage like that, you think, oh, this dude is just tired from this 20-minute match.
Yeah.
But if you look back, Animal's pissed. He's just sitting there in the ring like this motherfucker. Like he's so you see it in his face because Hawk is still just like, well, I don't know where I am. And then so that was Vince's idea to just why don't we make him let's do this when you guys come back.
I remember when he fell off the Jumbotron.
He pushed draws off the Jumbotron.
Or he,
right?
he came out stumbled, and I think he stumbled off the Jumbo.
And they did a gimmick with it, and it was just he was clean.
Yeah.
He was completely sober at
that
that
time.
point.
Yeah.
And they were like, hey, let's do an angle about when you were drunk. But it was refreshing. Andre was like, hey, no woman got beat or murdered. This isn't bad. Like,
not all wrestlers are
they're not all-
misogynist assholes that beat women.
It's
Refreshing.
It's refreshing. But yeah, they talk about how everyone took their and Slash is in it a bunch.
Smash.
Smash
Barry
is in it.
Dorso. Jerry Lee Lewis.
Jerry Lee Lewis.
14-year-old cousin that he fucked.
Smash is in it a bunch. Because they all started together. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All those Minnesota guys all started together. And he talks about like how it's like Hawk was like the nicest dude, but just he
sucks,
just had his addiction issues, and
That
like
sucks.
it was crazy. And then I always wondered why Vince called them the Legion of Doom when they first came.
Instead of the Road Warriors.
And it was just first off, that's what they would call themselves.
Yeah, when they were still the Road Warriors, they were the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors.
Yeah,
and so NWA.
And they loved it, and they would always they said that Hawk would just make up these storylines about the Legion when they were driving on the van to go to another gig.
Yeah.
He would just like make up these stories about what the Legion of Doom were doing. And so Vince just said, "Look, I love the gimmick. I love you got the road, but we already have the Ultimate Warrior and Kerry Von Erich. Remember what was his
Texas Tornado?
It was the first of the Power Warrior, something like that.
No, I don't remember
He
that.
had another Warrior nickname before.
So he didn't want Warrior
He
again?
was just like, we don't want to have a third, so can you guys? And they're like, Legion of Doom. Oh, great. It's like shit. Yeah, perfect. So that's why they had to. It was interesting. It was a good one, but man. So
Nice.
again, Little Richard, if Mouth of the South, oof,
Is his manager.
it just
There's no Elvis Presley.
there's nothing. There's no Beatles.
There's no Beatles. There's no Elvis Presley.
There's nobody.
There's no Fats Domino. There's no. Who else? There's no Chubby Checker.
Imagine all the dead prostitutes that are in all those dudes'
oh,
cars.
dude.
That Jimmy Mouth of the South sets up. Just ruins careers left and right.
He might be the only musician we have.
Yeah. That's how good of a manager.
That's how good Jimmy was. He may be the only musician we have.
Ever.
Yes.
That we'd ever have. I agree.
Open, close, and an encore.
I'm not going to be able to watch that again. With Barry Dorso thinking about it. It's like, Jerry Lee Lewis.
Lewis' 14-year-old cousin that he fucked is the greatest day in the ring.
He's drawn number 2 in the Rumble.
Business is about to pick up.
Andre the Giant's got to go after Jerry Lee Lewis, and Jerry Lee Lewis's 14-year-old
cousin that he fucked. That's just on the crying at the bottom of the screen. It's just a long sentence.
Oh, God. Fucking amazing. Grady says he opens with Ready Teddy, closes with Long Tall Sally, encores with Keep a Knockin'.
Keep it knocking.
That's not a bad list right there. That ain't a bad show at all. That ain't a half bad show at all. Joe Capone says he opens with Long Tall Sally, closes with Keep a Knockin', encores with Tutti Frutti.
Oh, Rudy.
Joseph Santos opens with King of Rock and Roll, closes Ain't That a Shame, encores Keep a Knockin'. Dude, that drum intro to Keep a
That
Knockin'.
song has so much energy in it.
It's like it's anything John Bonham did. There it is.
Yep.
Right? That boom, 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 boom. Like that's a. I mean, wasn't it that with Zeppelin when they recorded Rock and Roll? Like it was Bonham was just he was doing that.
Yeah.
He was just energetic and like, hey,
It
he
was
was just
just-
playing that Keep a Knockin'.
Yeah.
And they're like, fuck, let's just write this. I mean, oh man. Graham and Faye opens with Tutti Frutti. What else could it possibly be to open? Close with Keep It Knocking, But You Can't Come In. Whoa! Ironically, there's a knock at the door, the side of stage. Little Richard's answered the door. Tom Jones walks out. Little Richard and Tom Jones duet, Rip It Up like they did in 1970, and they show us the video of it. We'll have to play that later. Thank you, Graham and Faye, for that one. Gary Priest opens with Rip It Up, closes with Lucille. Encores with Tutti Frutti. Man, these are fucking great. Dustin Jacobs says he opens with Good Golly Miss Molly, closes with Tutti Frutti, encores with Long Tall Sally, with Jesse the Body Ventura, the sexual tyrannosaur. That's not bad either. Heck, man. These are all great. These are all fucking fantastic. I have him opening with Long Tall Sally.
Yeah.
Because I think you want to set the mood of going to have me some fun tonight.
Yeah.
You know? Closes with Tutti Frutti. And you think, well, shit, what else? And then encores, Good Golly, Miss Molly. You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Eddie, what
I
do you
have
got?
open with Tutti Frutti.
Ooh.
Just blow the roof off the place to start the
Fucking
show.
knock it out of the park.
Then you close with Good Golly Miss Molly.
Tremendous.
And then encore, Keep on Knocking.
Ooh. Cody.
I have opening with Tutti Frutti, closing with Whole Lot of Shaking Going On,
Oh.
and encoring with Good Golly Miss Molly.
Damn, what a show. Again, Ramble 234, what hat does Fred Willard go into in the roles I've played Hall of Fame? That's going to be a tough one, man.
Yeah, fuck, dude.
And then Ramble 234, what would Spinal Tap open, close, and encore with? Could you maybe, guys, slow it down and play a song we could dance to? What was that? Yeah, if you ever at a Ramada, there's a band, One Jack and Four Jills. You should really check them out. Dude, his cameo in Spinal Tap might be it. It's 3 minutes, but it's the funniest
I know.
fucking...
He's everything. Every scene he does, he steals.
Did you ever see The Return of Spinal Tap TV movie?
No, I never saw that.
It is so fucking funny. In this one, they're closing with Stonehenge, but it's too big, and they can't get it into the arena. So you're hearing, like, guys trying to saw it down to fit it through the door while they're playing. And they have all these, and they interview people from the past. It's great. Rob Reiner is Marty DeBurgi, and he's like bitter about the movie, and like, it's really funny. And like he goes, well, since then I've directed a few things. Kramer versus Godzilla. I don't know if anyone saw that one, but it's like a courtroom drama. You're wondering who's going to get the kid, but in the background, Godzilla's just kind of looming, peering into the court. Is he going to take the kid? You don't know. And then and then Fred Willard reprises his role as a naval base, the Army base guy, and he goes, the Air Force base guy. Yeah, we tried a ship that blew up, and we thought, hey, maybe we should put those Spinal Tap guys in there next time we test it. It was fucking great, man.
Fuck.
Oh, the Return of Spinal Tap's really funny. It's probably on YouTube, you think?
I gotta look for it.
Oh man, it's goddamn. That's such a bummer. Little Richard and Fred Willard.
Ugh,
In
sucks,
a
man.
fucking.
Sucks.
I'm reading books. I'm playing video games.
And after we
bring your
memorialize
pussy
that,
over
I can
here.
say,
We're
bring
reading
your
books
pussy
and
over
playing
here. We're reading books.
games.
Playing games.
Well, that's what they would have wanted. I think that's
The humor value for Willard and the harmonica playing
Right.
for Little Richard.
I mean, that's what you.
That's what you need. Oh,
Because Fred
fuck.
Willard was known for his dirty talk.
Oh yes, I am playing. I just got them running through Super Metroid for a Retro Rocha upcoming.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't think it's out. Won't be out yet. Still playing Predator Hunting Grounds. Still working on my Animal Crossing Island.
Okay, how's that going?
Loving it, man.
Yeah,
Still reading the Witcher stories. Oh God, they're so fucking good.
I gotta read those.
Just the Witcher. Fuck, man, they're so good. And I'm gonna read the Necroscape book that we got sent. And
Yeah.
fuck the Thrawn book, and then
Oh, I gotta read that Thrawn book that we got. That's the one we got at Comic Con.
No, it's the first one.
Oh, the first one.
Yeah,
I
the
gotta
first
read
one.
that one.
Yeah. So I'll let you take that one.
Yeah, when you're done with it, let me read it.
I haven't started. You take it first.
No, you take it.
Oh, fine.
I'm
Cody?
still reading other shits.
Yeah, you playing anything right now, Eddie?
No, I gotta get back into Fallen Order. I just
Yeah.
fucking stopped because Colton's playing Fortnite and Minecraft all day.
Did he get the Jedi game?
No, I gotta clear something off his Switch in order to download it.
Ah.
So he's trying to bait me what I can delete off his Switch so we can
Interesting.
fit it on there.
Cody, what are you reading or playing?
I played some MLB and Madden over the weekend, but I think the biggest news for me is what I will be playing at some point is the big news of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 being remastered.
Oh,
That is my Star Wars, I think. That's
That
a
is-
millennial,
if
a
I'm
huge
not,
thing.
If I'm not mistaken, wasn't Tony Hawk 2, wasn't Darth Maul a hidden character in that game? It was either 2 or 3 where Darth Maul, and you could actually, like, it was pretty fun. Like,
Yeah, I remember that.
his tricks, he would use the Force. So,
Oh,
like, he
really?
would be, like, a foot away from the skateboard, and, like, he would spin it and then get back on it.
I
and
didn't know
shit.
that.
Yeah, Darth Maul was a unlockable character. I think it was
That's
Tony
pretty
Hawk.
cool.
Might have been Tony Hawk 2 or Tony Hawk 3. I forgot which one. But, yeah, it was one of those. Graham and Faye said, Faye, the Red Dead Redemption grind continues, and so follows the cowgirl, F Sharps. Graham, with all of us still in quarantine, my gaming friends decided to do a slightly different route as we've not been able to get together for our weekly board game sessions for the last 3 months. Plus, we've discovered remote board gaming via Skype, FaceTime, Zoom, and the online website Board Game Arena, which he sends a link to. Go visit boardgamearena.com. No apps to install. The games just run in a web browser, and you can set up an account on their website. The primary platform is free, but if you want access to significantly more games, there's a monthly annual fee. They are currently at over 175 of the most popular newer board card games from modern tabletop gaming. Seven Wonders, Carcassonne, is that right? Six Nimit, King Domino, Sushi Go, Love Letter, etc., and they're regularly adding more to their online library. Altogether, our gaming group has been playing with it for the last month, and it works surprisingly well. It's definitely worth a look if the Ramblers are looking for something different to spend some quality remote fun with friends and family. Thank you for that, Graham and Faye. Dude, that's a pretty dope little thing.
Yeah, that
Playing
is-
a fucking
Wow.
board game like that. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Who would have fucking
Who would have
thought?
fucking thought?
Man, I love it. That's not bad. I'm into that. And there we go. And now, it's shout out time.
Shout outs.
It's shout out. Let's get the song. Can you hear us? We're shouting out to you. It's our duet. It's the best. That's my favorite.
I love it. That's my favorite one too.
It's our
You're
duet.
right.
Andrea hates it. You believe it? Surprise, surprise, surprise. I bet
No.
Tracy hates it too.
Yeah, I haven't let her hear it because I know she'll hate it.
You know. How happy would Colton be if we were his two dads?
Oh fuck! Over
Come
the
on.
moon, dude. He talks about it all the time.
Right.
He's like, "When you leaving, Mom, for Jerry?"
Right. When's this going to happen? Shout out time. Here we go. Jen Schmidt, Brick 48, Joe Santos, a.k.a. Big Daddy Toast 34, Steve Harrington, Weirdo, Kyle P. Kinzer, Alfred Rico, Dady Johnson, Daniel Kuhn, the Eric Butts, John Fields Art, Beer the Reaper, Kaiser Monroe, Alrim, followers of Shesmu, Scott Prince, Graham Edmondson, Leon Edelman, Rick Braun, Daniel 673, Reed Dixon, Retro Rocket Entertainment, Coppin with Comic, Elizabeth Flores, Jason Tully, The Real Zelly, Cool Gramps XRP, Eddie Pence Fan Club, Captain Robin, Dash Winzu, The Pirate Cats, Daryl Hefferman, David McGinn, Teresa 1025, Christopher Haskell, George Olivos, Jason Peck, Matt Cottrell 77, Blinky Blink, Jamie Werner, Get the Unspecial on Netflix, The Ultimate Rabbit, Davis, a.k.a. Your Grandma's Pussy, Alec Vasquez, Colin Maggs, C. White 400, Play with the Podcast, Adam Kras, Darren Butler, Michael S. Miller, Jeff Watts, Jim Key, Taylor Johnston, Rich Morrissey, Nick Payne, Renzel 3, Night Moves Differently, Ken Rivera, Richard Miller, David Garcia, Jose Gonzalez, Big Daddy Joe 34, Bay TW Podcast, Ray Tolius, Kingsley 28, Eric Ben 10, The Real Danny Mary, Scarecrow, a.k.a. The Homie James Weaver, An Outlaw Torn, Nick Sharp, Sephora, Sean Neer, Ramiro, Kenny Todd 215, Reverend Eddie, Raul Sanchez, Vanderveer, Von Huddleston, Michael B. Smith, Big Timmy 87, Gary Priest, Middle Age Crazy Podcast, Tammy Lee, Ramsdale, Frank Montez, SRW 92831, Paxton Breaks, Lauren Silence, Neho Young, Coy Bennett James, Jeffrey, a.k.a. J. Backo 01, Gil Gaslam, The Thick White Duke, T. Garrett Pearson, Senor Peligro, Podescue Podcast, Interzone Podcast, CJ Pendragon, Yours is 126, Tierlicious, Cordelia, Lucas Guerra, JD, Red 5 Standing By, Rob Fernie, Chris O'Shoke, Nathan Wallace, Shane Power, Michael Martinez, Wendy Mays, Steve Darcy, Gray Race, Sean Williams, William Harris, Ryan McNabb, Brandon Feltner, Pod Mode with Brandon and Jay, Cam Semper, Dave Van Walton, Chris McDermott, and Bella 66, Steve Wynn 3068, Chris Chug Hughes, Daniel Holland, Josh Kovac, Trent Unruh, J6K9, Graham Gray Arnold, Cathal McAllery, Manny Avalar, Bradley John Eaglefeather, Joseph Tellez, Go Away 723, Amador Gonzalez, Steven, Nikki G23220, Jay Reading 1013, Fred Johnson, Todd C, aka DJ Retod, Lord Helmet, Alien Guick, Phil Sargent, Sean Williams, Mock Toys, Scarecrow 219, aka Adam K, Jimmy Salgado, All of Us Pod, Assorted Goods Pods, Univicio Estrada, Oscar Nunez, Joe Mo for Show, Sean Smith, Stacey Avilia, CJ, a.k.a. M-Blade, Kyle Cook, a.k.a. The Grindfather, Andy Hinsman, Graham Moore, Eric Nye, Justin Brown, Stacey Gonzalez, Jack Beams, Chris Fabo, Chris Rubacaba, Chris Bell, Kevin Couch, Charlie Lancheray, Charles Phillips, a.k.a. Chaz Hades, Game Fanatics, Burt Martin, Gary Kundle, Darren Butler, Shelby Console, Plastic Prison, Kelly Riddle, KT, Chris Behrensmeyer, a.k.a. GoCast, Chris B, Glamis, Jamie Store, Raymond, Even Yaman, Boss Hogs, Grim Shredder, Drunk Eddie Stotts, Eddie's Ghost Ham, Robin Maloney, Damian Batriel, Joe Milne, Ramar, Chad Chalil, Sean Ryan, Lisa Marie Miller, Joey Poole, Gemma from the Talking Codswallop podcast, Andy Barr, James, Dan Beavers, a.k.a. G-Virus Dan, Nath Kendall, a.k.a. The Joker, Austin Long, Avian Empenya, a.k.a. Texas Pookie 71, Gamer Girl, Lex Singway Slave, Big Timmy 87, John Broccolo, Steve Colsanti, a.k.a. Midnight Smoke, Patrick A. Bonfrisco, Jason Shear, Matt the Rat, Mad Monkey, Severo Bella, Evie Eggers, Justin Shorter, Jeremy Benvenu, Patrick Crothers, Tim Dawson, Brian Withers, Steve Rogers, Will Wilkins, John Mick II, Ian Goldspink, Rico GZ, Irish 1980, Bearded Nerd, Mike Driscoll 3D, Big Daddy Jimmy V, Ulysses Atkins, Sonic, a.k.a. Mercy, Dahlem, Stets, the king of the barbecue sauce, Josh, if there's any way you can get us more of that barbecue sauce, pretty please hit me up. I'll give you my new address if you don't have it. Dear God, I need more bottles of that barbecue sauce. We've run on empty. McGregor, my Scottish legitimate cousin, the Devastator, First Ballot Hall of Famer, Dave Strebeck, Joe Capone, Nico Brown, Steph Infection, Poltron, Aaron, Bridget from Long Island, Adam Clambert, JM, J. Mitch, The Birds, Tapia, Nicola Wise, Gary Rickelman, Grady W. Smithy III, The Chris and Cassie Effect, Graham and Faye, Sam Martinez, David A. Gutierrez, David Eric Chavez, Becky Cinderling, Brie Pena, and Brian Boo Stamontes. Boo Stamontes. Thank you all for making the Ramble part of your lives, your loves, your everythings. Cody, where can all the fine folk find you?
You can find me at Cinesnob Cody on Twitter, and then Too Many Podcasts. You got the Cinesnob Podcast, where we are reviewing weekly releases. You have ReMCU, where we're going through the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Latest episode is with Jerry. Upcoming episode, hopefully, with Eddie.
Yes.
We have Quarantine Stream, the quarantine podcast where you and Eddie are both guests on.
Highest rated podcast of all time.
Ever.
Highest rated, yes. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
You also have this week Sean Donnelly, comedian from New York, host of Celebrate on SiriusXM. And then finally, my latest project, if you're a metal fan, at least for episode 1, if you can look up a podcast called Medium Fidelity. It's an interview podcast. This week we have Nick DeSalvo from the amazing band Elder.
Very nice.
Nice.
Look at that. Eddie, 5 days a week.
5 days a week.
5 days a week.
Patreon.com, The Ralph Report, with Ralph Garman. Mondays and Fridays, I do swings and misses, pre-recorded podcasts until our furlough is over. And we're streaming Swing Break, which is our furloughed show, Tuesdays and Saturdays until our furlough is over, which is on June 1st. And we'll be back to our 5-day-a-week schedule on radio.com.
Boom. Me, you can find every Monday on my social media with Eddie as a smug nerd. Every Thursday on my YouTube channel, Retro Rocha, where I take an old video game and talk about it. Please check that out. Please give that a subscription, all that good shit. And also every night on Twitch during quarantine, I will be playing a retro game, twitch.tv/Retro Rocha. Also, got a very small handful left of my digital download cards. If anybody gives a shit, I will just hit me up on social media, name your price, I'll autograph them, send them to you, and there we go. All right, how about that? Boom, and thank you all again. Please spread the word, 5-star rating, positive text review, all that good shit. We appreciate you fucking all day long, all day, every day,
all night.
It's the time of the show where we rank the top
10.
10.
Oof. God. Man, such music. Such music.
Only Greg the Hammer Valentine on guitar could really.
Is your close second?
Probably the closest second.
Closest second.
Yeah.
If you had to.
He's to the guitar what I am to the harmonica.
Right. But still not as much.
Not as much, no.
But he's
as close as you can be.
Right. Man, this was tough. Top 10 Little Richard songs. Next Ramble, just as tough. Top 10 Fred Willard moments. Jeez, that dude was nothing but fucking great moments. That's all he was.
Every moment he had was great.
Little Richard, Grady W. the Smithy, The Girl Can't Help It, Slippin' and Slidin', Rip It Up, Long Tall Sally, Tutti Frutti, Lucille, Ready Teddy, Jenny, Keep a Knockin', and his number 1, Good Golly, Miss Molly.
Good golly, Miss Molly.
That is a fucking great list right there. Joe Capone, Prophet of Peace, Send Me Some Lovin', Lonesome and Blue, Function at the Junction, Rip It Up, Lucille, Good Golly Miss Molly, Keep a Knockin', Long Tall Sally, Number 1, Tootie, Fruity. Y'all motherfuckers keep trifling with the Marla Gibbs tribute episode, and she's going to die of a broken heart. Pay the woman the respect she deserves, fellas. Don't let Marla's blood be on your hands. Joe, if you only knew how many times Cody has told us that.
Yes.
Right, Cody?
No, I say it before we start
Every show.
recording every week.
He's like, you guys are going to kill
If
Marla
Marla
Gibbs.
dies,
It's on you guys.
on you. Patrick Carruthers, number 10, Freedom Blues, Heebie-Jeebies, Send Me Some Lovin', Ooh, My Soul. Good Night, Irene, Lucille, Long Tall Sally, Tutti Frutti, Keep a Knockin', and Good Golly,
Miss
Miss
Molly.
Molly. Good golly, Miss Molly. Let's see. Oh, shit. Joseph Santos, Heebie-Jeebies, Girl Can't Help It, Ain't That a Shame, King of Rock and Roll, Whole Lot of Shaking Going On, Keep a Knockin', Lucille, Rip It Up, Tutti Frutti, Good Golly, Miss Molly. Thank you, Big Daddy Taz, for that. And your CDs are on the way, buddy. Thank you again, Joe. Well, actually, on the way. You've already gotten them by now. Sorry.
Maybe.
That was dumb of me to say
you
they're on the
even
way
sent
when I've
them.
already sent
Unless
the
you're
fucking
lying.
thing. No, I already sent the fucking
Okay.
thing. So that's
Right.
I mean it.
Okay.
It's not my fault. Graham and Faye. Before we dive into Faye's top 10, there's an interesting discussion on the forums with Zach Dahl and Sean Williams in regards to perhaps a top 10 movies that people have likely never seen. Methinks it's a byproduct of Cody's corn stream banter, but I think it could be a fun one which give the Ramblers who are stuck couch surfing some good recommendations to watch. And that ain't bad.
No, that's a good idea.
Little Richard, number 10, Heebie-Jeebies, number 9, Slippin' and Sliding, number 8, Ooh My Soul, number 7, The Girl Can't Help It, Bama Lama Bama Lou, Rip It Up, Keep a Knockin', Lucille, Tutti Frutti, and Good Golly, Miss Molly. Oh, that's a fucking great list. And he sends it's great. He sends a picture of Little Richard looking at a poster of Johnny B. Bad. That is awesome. Always thanks for the content that keeps us relatively sane in these strange days. In Manitoba, the COVID-9 numbers continue to be below 289, and we've actually gone 4 full days without any new cases.
Good job.
Great.
Awesome.
And the last 11 of which were tied to a rural trucking company who had a small outbreak. We are not at the end of our first week of very slowly starting to open up some businesses, but it will be a snail's pace as the restrictions, as the health orders are reminded over the next few months or more. Spend some extra time helping your community. Try to get the best odds that there isn't a second wave of this virus. It's a slippery slope, but if everybody keeps washing their hands and making some space for each other, this will be hopefully be manageable for the new normal. Will be a manageable new normal for the foreseeable future. Ramble off, Graham and Faye, Winnipeg, the fucking heroes, man.
Yes, thank you for everything, Graham
And
and
can
Faye.
we listen to them, please? Jesus, those who are there, listen to Graham
Just
and Faye.
listen to people that know what they're talking
They're
about.
not bullshitting.
Not the people that just research YouTube videos.
Right. Gary Priest, Slipping and a Sliding, The Girl Can't Help It, Ooh My Soul, Kansas City, Hey Hey Hey, Good Golly Miss Molly, Tutti Frutti, Jenny, 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 won't you come along with me? Lucille, Send Me Some Lovin', Long Tall Sally, thanks for all the good times. Gary, thank you, Gary. Are you kidding? Thank you. Dustin Jacob, Slipping and a Sliding, Lucille, Rip It Up, Ready Teddy, Get Down with It, Tutti Frutti, The Girl Can't Help It, Keep a Knockin', Good Golly Miss Molly, and his number 1, Long Tall Sally. And then as Robert E. Lee, he writes Elvis is King. Dustin Jacobs. Man, great list. I don't think we had one. Did anyone make your get your trifecta?
No.
Cody?
I have to sit this one out, unfortunately.
All right.
Didn't have enough time.
My number 10, Rip It Up.
Okay, my number 10. Oh, my, fuck, hold on, I gotta pull it back up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Where's it at? All right. Fuck. I lost. Lucille's my number 10.
Ooh, Lucy. My number 9, Ooh My Soul.
My number 9 is Rip It Up.
My number 8, Slipping and a Sliding.
That's my number 8.
Like we all, Look at that.
Peeping and a hiding.
My number 7, All Around the World.
Oh, that's a good one.
Rock and roll.
That's from Explorers. Remember
Yeah,
they did?
that's
there's
right,
The
that's
aliens
right.
singing the Explorers.
All Around the
The
World.
Ethan Hawke film.
That's right.
Right?
Look at you.
The Girl Can't Help It is my number 8.
So good. My number 6, Send Me Some Love. Oh, yeah, Send Me Some Lovin', number 6.
My number 6 is Slipping in a Slide.
Hey, my number 5, Tutti Frutti.
Oh, my number 5 is Whole Lot of Shaking Going On.
My number 4, Lucille.
Okay. My number 4 is Tutti Frutti.
My number 3, Long Tall Sally.
Okay. Did I say yes? My number 3 is Long Tall Sally. Shit.
Look at this. My number 2, Good Golly Miss Molly.
That's my number 2.
My number 1, Keep a Knockin'.
That's my number 1.
We got our own trifecta.
what do we do? This has never happened.
We don't send anybody anything. We did it.
We just say we're going to send each other something, and we don't do it.
Right. Fuck, look, that's a first.
Wow.
That's the best one.
That's my favorite.
Pure energy.
Pure fucking energy.
The way he screams,
Yes.
the way the drums are manic, the fucking saxophone solo, the way that it crushed the old man and Christine while that was playing. When he makes that face as he's getting, it's fucking amazing.
Like, if you did that song at a karaoke night,
yes.
you'd be exhausted after that song.
I wouldn't be able to speak for a month.
And he would sing
every night,
multiple songs at the same energy level.
Fucking crazy.
Insane.
We've had some great screamers in our days in music.
Yeah.
I don't see who tops that.
I don't know
guy.
how you could.
The way he brought that, oh God, unbelievable. The late, great Little Richard. Well, thank you all for letting us be ourselves.
Yes.
We appreciate it.
Yes.
That's our Ramble. Thank you for the emails. Remember, next Ramble 234. Get them in. Ramble at theramblepod.com. Follow us on Twitter at Podcast Ramble 1, on Instagram at Podcast Ramble.
Yes.
Check out our TeePublic
Do
page.
it.
You can get a Ramble COVID mask right now.
Oh, that's right.
Come on.
We made $8 in April.
Hey!
How about that?
So
I owe you $4.
Hey, get those masks. Show us pictures of your Ramble COVID protectors. And, give it the 5-star rating, positive text review, all that good shit. Next, Ramble 234. What would Fred Willard go into the I've Played a Role Hall of Fame? What's on his hat? What role that he's played? What is Spinal Tap open, close, and encore with?
Yeah.
And top 10 Fred Willard moments.
And
Fuck, that's going to be rough.
And we kick the Marla Gibbs Campbell
235.
can down the road one more block.
Poor Cody, man. He has to listen to Dex with the lifetime contract. And his only reason for anything now.
Well, the only way we got Cody to do this show to begin with, we pitched him the idea of doing a Marla Gibbs tribute show.
Well, Cody's been trying to get a Marla Gibbs podcast off the ground.
I was told that that's what this podcast was.
Right. I lied to him, Eddie. You should have heard that phone call. I lied up and down to this poor guy.
This
like
is
an
just,
asshole.
It's a Marla Gibbs podcast.
I said, all we do is talk
That's
about
all we do
227.
Jeffersons.
The Jeffersons. It's just all Marla Gibbs all the time.
Early days.
And Cody was like, Cody was still nervous, a little apprehensive.
Yeah.
But he's like, okay.
He bought in.
All right. And look at this.
Then we just keep kicking
and
that can
he's got to
down the
listen
road.
to Dex.
He's got to hear Dex on a lifetime contract.
And Dex will never talk about Marla Gibbs.
No. I don't want him to.
I don't want
Fuck,
him to
I do not
either.
want Dex
Jesus
to mention
Christ.
Marla Gibbs' name.
Man,
Fuck, could you imagine?
Oh, I don't want to know.
I hope he never meets Marla Gibbs.
No, you keep her name out of your goddamn mouth, Dex, you piece of shit. Oh, well,
piece of garbage.
You motherfucker.
Fucking asshole.
Thank you. Please, like Graham and Faye said, stay fucking safe. Listen to what scientists are telling you to do. Be safe out there. We love you guys. We'll see you next week. And until then, here's some music. Jerry Lee Lewis's
14-year-old cousin that he fucked. Business is about to pick up. Poor Barry Darson.
It's going to take a lot more than that to stop Jerry Lee Lewis's 14-year-old cousin that he fucked, Gorilla. You got to do a lot more.
It's pandemonium.
What? You hear that? It's Jerry Lee Lewis's 14-year-old cousin that he fucked music.
You know what that means? It's Jerry Lee Lewis's 14-year-old cousin that he fucked.
Oh, God, last beep, and we love you.